Hello everyone, welcome to Invoice Manager from Mainguard Technologies. In this video, we would like to show you how to create and send a manual invoice. To create an invoice, you have to click on the Invoices and Payments button. On the left hand side of the screen, you will see all the invoices which you have already created. You can navigate between the invoices by clicking on the green icon as I'm showing to you now. To create a new invoice, you have to click on the Create Invoice button. Once you click on the button, all the fields will become blank and you can start entering the information for the new invoice. Each invoice will have a unique invoice number, which is generated by the system. We start by selecting the client for which we would like to generate the invoice. Next, we have to select the invoice date. When you click on the orange calendar icon, you will be able to select the date from the calendar. Once you have selected the date, you can click on the icon again to close the calendar. We follow the same process for selecting the payment due date. For this example, the invoice date will be the 25th of October, while payments will be due by the 31st of October. You can also add a purchase order or reference number if the client requires this information to be listed on the invoice. Now we have to select the product or service which we would like to add to the invoice. Let us use the example of a company who provides gardening services. You can select the desired product or service from the drop-down list. In a previous example, we added two items in the Products and Services section, namely equipment hire and monthly gardening service fee. For this client, we would like to create an invoice for gardening services rendered in August. Once you select the desired product or service, you have to enter the quantity. The quantity for this example will be 1, as it is a monthly rate. Once you have selected the product and entered the quantity, you have to click on the Add Line Item button. When you click on this button, the line item will be added to the invoice. You can add multiple line items to each invoice. The system also calculates the total invoice amount, as can be seen on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You can remove the line item by clicking on the red cross icon as I'm showing to you now. Once you have entered all the required information, you can click on the Save Record button, which will create the new invoice. The new invoice can now be found at the bottom of our invoice list. You can also view and print the invoice which you have created. To do this, you simply click on the View Print button. Let's quickly view the invoice we have created. You can send the invoice from this view by clicking on the orange Add button at the top right hand corner of the screen. In order to print the invoice, you have to click on the printer icon in the top left hand corner of the invoice. You can also send the manual invoice by clicking on the Email to Customer button. A copy of the invoice will be sent to yourself as well as your client. The system also allows you to capture the details of payments which you have received for each created invoice. However, we will cover this function in another video. And that's how you create a manual invoice using Invoice Manager from Mainguard Technologies. We hope you enjoy this system. Thank you and goodbye.